I was really thinking about what video to do today. Now I was gonna do one of the pillars, that we've been going through, but God put it in my heart to tell this story. And you guys have heard some of the story, but you haven't heard full story when I got set up with that gun at that nightclub. Let's get into this video.
Cartel got me working for the big faces. Federale got my car full of brick cases. Hit the pen with a grin, there ain't no faking. I was picked to my back for my shoelaces. Got out, should've seen the look on their faces. All jealous cause your boy stacking hella paper. Set up by the crew, they done put a banger in the trunk of my car and left me to hang there. No thing, then attorney went and beat the case. Got a job digging holes for minimum wage. Had a dream that Kato said he proud of me. Stay here, don't leave, keep doing your thing. Quit the drugs, but you know I went back to selling. 6-time failing, I went back to prison. Got my head right, got my bread right. Push these weights like a kilo in a tailpipe. Trying to do right, I got a mission. Trying to give back to my boys in the prison. The old me's gone, I ain't never.
Hey, what's up guys? My name is JC. I am Wrong and Strong. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell so you don't miss nothing. If you're part of my team, mi familia, mi raza, you already know what time it is. Súbanse a la Suburban, we about to take a ride. What's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Walk With Me. JC here, your host. I know that I've told the story about when I got set up by my crew, but I really never told the full story. And I'll be honest. I was embarrassed because I'm not gonna lie. Like, being a Christian and in that world is pretty tough because you get mocked a lot. You get made fun of. People even spit on you. And it's because they feel that they could test you now that you're a man of God. And in prison, they go all out to try and prove you wrong. Pretty much, they'll test you as much as they can to just say, I told you he wasn't the real deal. And that's something that I struggled with, because I didn't want to share. I was dipping and dabbing and reading the word and going to church, but I really didn't fully want to commit. And this has been years that I've done this, because he's been in my life. He's been in my life my whole life. But he's made so many miracles happen right in front of my face, and I chose to let my mind, my sin, my lust for money, power, everything cloud my mind and not see the truth behind everything. So when I would tell some of my stories, I really never told the back end of it, where, that night when I got arrested and I got taken to the county jail on 26th Street, I was mad. I was, I guess you could say, surprised that my own guys would do that to me, set me up with a dirty gun like that. And I just didn't want nothing to do with them. And I ended up asking to get sent to the Christian deck. They do a big background check and everything, just in case you're trying to get up there to hurt somebody. But it took a couple of days, and the white shirts came and got me and took me to the Christian deck, and I started reading the word, and he came into my life, and I was praying, and I was doing what I had to do to get by, but he was still working in my life. And what I say about that is that I wasn't really studying the word. I was just praying and trusting him. You know, and it's funny how embarrassed I was to say that in my video when I first, told this story, because I felt that people were gonna stop like listening to my videos or following me because I was talking about God. I mean, I was one of those people that if I got to prison and you start talking about God, I would run the other way. It was in moments that I had complete loss to hope is when he really showed me how much he loved me. Like when I was in prison in Mexico, this incident. I mean, there had been many, many incidents, but something in my heart told me that I had to tell this story today like the right way, because when I went up to the Christian deck, it was the real deal. There were gang members there from all over Chicago that had dropped their flags. They were walking with the Lord, and we would sing at night and pray, and I started slowly transforming. I started changing. I started looking different. I started wearing my reading glasses all the time. My clothes was always ironed. I carried my Bible everywhere I went, and I was only there for a short amount of time. I was there for maybe about a month. But every time I went to court, everybody made fun of me, telling me it was too late. It's too late, JC. You're going down for that. And it was like me trying to, spread the word. I was trying to talk to people about Jesus. It was my first time that I was, you could say, semi-committed to it. And, what's crazy is that day 64 people went to court, and I'm the only one that went home that day. And I'll never forget, when I got to court, I had my Bible on me, and the judge told me, "Sit down, Mr. Almanza." So in my head, I thought that I had pissed her off, that she was mad at me now, and she wasn't gonna let me out because I was still on federal probation, so it was a big deal if they let me out. Well, let me tell you something. Her whole demeanor, her whole face, everything changed. She even called me son. When she told me that she felt better if I fought this case from the outside because everything seemed too fishy, she finished that with son at the end. You can call me crazy, call me whatever, but now that my mind is more clear and I'm understanding what I'm reading, I understand what he's been doing throughout my life. Yeah, I've screwed up the plan every time, but he's managed to create another plan and use whatever bad was left in that one for good. To this day, till right now. I never told that full story because I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed of God. I was embarrassed of the whole religion thing, and I will never feel embarrassed again to share my testimony, to share my story, because he's getting me ready for something. I don't know what it is, but I know he's getting me ready for something, and I'm doing the work and I'm listening. Sometimes it's hard. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that it's been easy. Being a flesh and blood, sometimes we're our worst critic. So sometimes I catch myself doing something and I'll be like, oh, that's not right, and I have to stop being like that with myself, because I already have the enemy on one side. I don't need another one on this side. So that's what I'm saying, guys. Like, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to say, I love you, Jesus. Don't be afraid to tell people about Jesus. Don't be afraid to tell people your story, what you've been through. Don't be afraid of none of that stuff, because we're only here for a short amount of time. We have one job, that's to tell people about Jesus, the Word, make disciples. You already know, man. That book is filled with so much knowledge and wisdom. It is crazy. It's crazy. So please, 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 just pick it up once in a while. Once in a while, pick it up, read it, try to live by it. Just try a little bit harder every day. That day when I got released from that prison, I walked out of there about 1 a.m. And the day that I walked out of there, I forgot about Jesus, and I forgot about God, and I forgot about the miracles that He made happen in my life in those couple of days. We tend to do that a lot. We tend to do that a lot when we get what we want. But remember, the walk with Him is a long walk. It's a long-term relationship full of love, hope, and peace. Don't take it for immediate gratification. Don't. Trust me. My name is JC. I am Wrong and Strong. Hey, don't judge nobody. Stay in your lane. Live savage. And remember, live for Him. Catch you guys on the rebound.